coming out story. I actually love telling this because it's totally different from what I was expecting. So, growing up, I didn't ever dress like the other girls. Like, my mom would try to put me in girls' clothing, and I literally cried. Confession, by the way. So, she just started like, okay, whatever, dress yourself. Just why I look so crazy if you knew me in elementary school. So, you know, I always dressed myself from elementary school up. Always dressed in guys' clothes. Didn't know really why. Didn't think anything was wrong with it. It was just like, oh, okay, whatever. It was just my thing. Once I started getting older, though, I started kind of, you know, understanding what was happening. TV, freaking, other people, like other real people in real life, people on social media, YouTube, stuff like that. So, junior year of high school, I ended up finally realizing who I am, I guess. I cut my hair shorter, which is a awesome thing for me. Super excited for that. Then after I did that, I decided this needs to be told. You know, I need to tell my friends, I need to tell my family, this is me. They need to know. So I started with my best friend. It's like, all right, let's see how this goes. We'll start with friends. We'll start easy and work our way up. So I started with my best friend. I told her, and she said, Maddie, I love you for you. I don't care. That's fine. I was like, okay, this is going good so far. Told some other friends who like lived up the road from me. They knew me my whole life. Some of them were kind of like, oh, okay, cool, whatever, don't care. Others were like, yeah, we already knew this. we knew since elementary school. I was like, oh, okay, nice. So it's also a reason I hate the whole you're not born gay. Literally never been interested in dudes in my life. Your argument's invalid, but whatever. It's your opinion. So then, I finally worked my way up, and I'm like, all right, I need to tell my parents. I need to tell my little brothers. So I started with my mom, because she's kind of the most understanding, I guess you could say. She's in the kitchen, she's cooking. I'm like, all right, this is a casual time to tell her, right? So I'm trying to work it up. At this point, I've already watched hundreds of YouTube videos about coming out stories, and some are really good. Most of them were really bad, and they were like getting kicked out of the house and stuff. So I texted an older friend who had a car, and I was like, hey, if this goes bad, I need you to come help me out. She was like, all right, yeah, I got you. I'll get you out of there. I was like, good, we're set, I have a plan. So, trying to tell her, and I can't get the words out for the life of me. I'm just sitting there and I'm stumbling over my own words. I'm on the verge of tears. And finally, my mom looks at me, gives like a slight awkward smile, and goes, you're gonna tell me that you like girls, aren't you? It's kind of like, yes. And she was like, I've known this your whole life. And I was like, oh, wow, you could have made this easier and came out to me. Like, I was super worried. She came over, she hugged me. She was like, it's fine. I don't care. I've always known this. So it ended up being really great. I didn't even tell my dad myself. My mom said to let her handle it. She told him, and then relayed the message to me, and he was kind of like, he wasn't as educated as my mom was, I guess you could say. He thought since I was always in the garage and outside working with him that he turned me gay. And she kind of like explained that's not how it works. Like, she always knew that I was like this, even before I was working with him and stuff like that. So, and he never really talked to me about it until I finally had a girlfriend officially and was like, yeah, am I allowed to bring her over to meet you guys? Like, he was like, yeah, that's fine. He was like, I'm not really for it, but I love you, and if this is you, then I can get used to it, you know? So it was kind of great. My little brothers, they don't really say anything about it. They're just kind of like, oh, okay, cool. Can you give me girl advice? Oh God, don't ask me. I'm not the one to ask. So I don't really think anyone had a bad reaction like I thought they were. Of course, random people still aren't for it, and I get called sir a lot, but other than that, I'd say it was a pretty successful coming out. So that's all I got.